This
So,
poor man.
Oh my god.
just want you to be clear, by the way, Rasmussen. You're losing that deputyship after this.
I feel like nobody should be deputy.
No one can be trusted with a deputy. They're too quick to violence around here.
Perfectly justified decision.
There is no authority here.
Well,
That's
there
what
is. There's
we're
two
learning.
authorities around here. Nobody listens.
So there's really no authority.
Well, to be fair, Anton is the other one, and he's giving you brass knuckle authority. Actually, I guess technically there's 5 to 6 authorities around here. And 1/4 of the village listens to each.
Okay. Someone roll D100 for me. Make this go a little quicker. Rasmussen. Or I'll take
We were all
Rasmussen's.
on a draw.
Yeah, I'll take Rasmussen's 24.
Oh god, what's happening?
No. Nothing visible happens. But like again, the snow just like breathes, and you can hear like Jeb gets angry. He takes some mental peril too. And he just attempts a takedown on you, Ras.
Okay.
Crit success. You are down. No chance to resist.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't Jeb still have 2 knives sticking in him?
Oh yeah, he's bleeding, but he didn't get injured. And then he's going to, for his last point, I'm going to burn one of the last fortune points. Sorry, Rasmussen. And he's so he can aim and then attack.
Okay.
He hits. And 2d6 because he knocked you prone. He's just using his fists.
I just want to say, if you're
Rasmussen, you take 18 damage. Does that move you to slain?
It does.
Would you like to spend your fate point to survive this?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, burn that fate point.
your revenge plot probably best not served by firing a loud gun in the middle of town. This is very much a who shot Mr. Burns scenario.
Okay, so Rasmussen, how many fortune fate points do you have?
I have 1 left after I burn.
Okay, I will ask you because the guidance on fate points is either you are like either the situation sort of miraculously ends and you are just safe, or you can stay in the fight but at seriously wounded.
No,
Or
I'll
whatever.
stay in the fight at seriously wounded.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So he's just like ground and pound on Rasmussen, just beating the shit out of him on the ground, and everybody is watching. Well, maybe not. Genevieve, you've
Okay.
gotten more to your senses.
Yeah. Okay, so is Jeb like on top of Rasmussen beating him?
Yes, and Rutherford is fighting Anton. Alexandre is pointing a pistol at everyone, and you are.
So
Well, specifically at Rasmussen.
just angry now. So, is the fight on the ground still from Green Man?
Your sword is actually still on the ground. Just there. You kind of dropped it during the fight, or
Okay,
when
so I'm
maybe
gonna
when
grab both the scythe and the sword.
cool.
I'm gonna walk up to Jeb. I'm gonna put the scythe right, like you know that curved part is like right under like Jeb's ass to like hit at his like testicles, and the sword right at his neck. It curves into there, and she kind of put pressures on it, and she's like, Jeb, if you would an inch, I will not cut you.
Okay. Make a intimidate check at a challenging, I believe. Challenging. Yes.
Okay. Where are you? All right. 8. 27.
So he stops pummeling Rasmussen for a second, and he looks at you, and he says, "What you got to say about what you trying to say, witch girl?" Right? And he looks at you. Well,
Now her anger just turns into hurt, and she just looks hurt at him. She doesn't look angry anymore. You're an idiot. And she starts crying, and she says, "I'm still a girl."
Oh,
That's amazing.
fucking amazing!
That is insane.
And then she's "Don't make me regret this, Jev." And she's like, I don't want to kill you, but get off of Rasmussen, because right now I care more about him than I do you.
Yeah, well, that's a 3 seconds. That's like way more than 3 seconds, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Game is sort of its guidance on that isn't super huge, so we're not gonna do it. It's Anton's turn. Anton is just gonna try and punch Rutherford. He's gonna aim. He misses. Clean miss, Rutherford. Alexandre, holding your pistol, pointed at Rasmussen. Rasmussen's getting the shit beat out of him by Jeb, who just stopped to say some nasty shit to Genevieve.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Genevieve did pull the "I'm gonna cut your dick off" move. So, God, I can't read this situation at all. I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna put the gun down in my belt and run. Well, I'm gonna run to the Zweihänder household. This is only gonna raise more problems, but Genevieve isn't listening to orders, so I'm gonna get more help from the only people I know will help Jeb.
Yeah. Okay.
And I only imagine that Elja has run off to that household too. So, if this is how Apocalypse starts, I might as well be part of it.
Definitely.
Right.
Jesus Christ, Rasmussen.
Given the pause in the action, beaten and bloody as he is, as soon as Jeb kind of turns his face to talk to Genevieve, what he's going to do is grab him by the side of the face, pull him in close, and try to tear his throat out with his teeth.
Oh, did you already shoot your last gunshot? Because you could use it if you have it.
Well, I assume that once I got knocked prone, the gun sort of fell to the side.
Nope, you're still holding it. Doesn't say anything about being disarmed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
You
thought
can
you were gonna
definitely-
pull his face into the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'll do then. If I still have the gun, then that's what I'll do.
Yeah. We're gonna aim twice.
Yep.
Yeah. Who cares about defense? Do it. Oh.
You said I can't
Oh.
spend a fortune.
No, I mean I'll double check just to make sure because that is heartbreaking, even for me as a GM. That'd been so cool. But I'm pretty sure it's fairly clear about this.
Yeah, I mean, this is your moment to get the man who took your leg, right?
Yeah. And he's the fucking witch.
Well, I mean, we already knew that.
Yeah, he's a man.
Warlock.
Warlock.
Sorry, I haven't been correcting you this whole time because I've been more concerned about, you killing Jeb. I gotta stop that.
He's a man witch.
He's a man.
Yeah, he is a large bite, isn't he? So I don't know how to turn that.
Okay, so I was mistaken. Certainly re-rolling it. It certainly does seem like it doesn't say anything about combat. You may re-roll to generate a better result, but you must accept the outcome. I'm assuming you're going to.
Yep.
Yep, go for it. Boom, there it is. Let's see. So Jeb is not quite dead. Would you like to spend that fortune point to make that a 6? That 4 into a 6. Okay. So let's see. Roll 10 plus another d6. So roll d6 plus 10. Yeah. D6 plus 12, sorry. 2, 14. Okay, yeah, but that's enough. Why don't you give me a D100 roll? Real.
Nice.
So let's see. As you and Jeb are on the ground, you point your pistol right up and fire. Your shot buries itself deep within the chest cavity of your foe, ripping through the ventricles of the heart. Death from massive blood loss is instantaneous as his lifeless body slumps down on top of you.
Okay. Excellent.
Rutherford.
Um, can I? I'm just gonna try to take down the.
Anton looks like all of a sudden he's very less interested in fighting at the moment.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't really know how to handle this. Are we still in combat?
Miss Bask, may I request your assistance in getting this filth off of me, please?
Oh my god. So she's just oh girl. She's like in tears. But she does so. She does help you.
We are still in combat, so we'll get to Genevieve's turn as you like push him
Mhm.
off, and we'll get to that. Just
All right. If he's distracted, I'm just gonna go for a right hook.
yeah, okay. Roll damage or roll an attack.
Can I aim this?
Yeah, you can spend a couple action points to aim if you'd like, or 1 or 2, whatever. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you land a square hit right across his jaw, kind of returning some of the damage you did. Anything else, or is that all your action?
That was all my action points. I just wanted to try and knock him out.
Yeah, not quite. Genevieve, what are you doing?
Yeah, I said as I did before. I'm helping rescue.
Okay, so you just spend 1 action point as like you go to push Jeb off, and like your hands sort of like sink into like his giant chest cavity that is now there, or the giant sucking chest wound, and like you grossly push him off, and his face turns over and his eyes have turned up, but then he blinks,
What?
What the fuck?
and
It's a male witch.
yeah, Anton, what does he do? Anton, what the fuck are you doing? Run? Just dash out. Grippy, make an attack of opportunity. No aiming.
Am I just rolling for the weapon?
Yeah. Unfortunately, critical fail.
I can't crit fail, so it's regular fail.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
That's like what, your fifth or sixth one in this entire.
Oh yeah, it saved me.
What are you again? Are you a fop?
Yeah,
I am a
fuck.
5.
Man, that career, right?
Yeah, Alexandre. Oh, not Alexandre. Sorry. Anton goes running back towards town fast. I think he uses all his action points. If someone wants to chase him, they can. Rasmussen, you're on the ground covered in Jeb's blood.
Yes, I am. Now, did I notice that Jeb is not entirely?
Yeah, I think you. Oh, that's right, Alexandre. Yes, I'm sorry. You are definitely still running towards Deacon Hills, as that will probably take you another round to get there. Even you're fast.
Well, yeah, I'm sure.
Jeez. I mean, do you look at him again or not? That's, I guess, the question. You can answer however you want. I'm not gonna hit you on that.
Yeah, I would absolutely look at him.
Yeah, you look at him and you definitely saw the blink. And I don't know what your next move was, but if it wasn't like the next few seconds, you see the snow starts to cover him. Like it's lightly snowing, right? So it's not sticking yet, but it draws to him and just starts sticking.
No, I think at that point, Rasmussen, if he's standing again, would take a few steps back and just watch.
Okay. I think that we can call that for combat, right? Unless somebody wants to chase Anton.
No,
Well,
I
certainly Rasmussen is not in any position to chase anyone.
I'm not trying
yeah,
to chase him.
I'm not gonna chase him. I think Genevieve's too far from what's
I
happening.
do want to get my knives out of Jeb though.
Jeb is
Roll a okay. Joe, I'm gonna roll a D100. Would you like high or low?
Low.
No, knives went with them. Mark those off your trappings. You're like watching the snow, and you're looking at the body, and then the snow just disappears and it goes flat. There's no body.
So was that even Jeb? Oh, what? I'm so confused.
Andre, you run up to the Ziegenhelds farm, who are like arming themselves, right? Like they just heard a bunch of gunshots. They're currently arming themselves.
Cool. Perfect time to run up on them.
Yeah.
Which is sarcasm. They hate me.
Yeah. God, what happens? Do they shoot you? I don't think they shoot you.
I did say that I'd put my gun away first.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell of a way to go. Gotta go running up on the Ziegenhelds with my pistol out and they shoot me dead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't think they. What do you do?
You
They're
didn't.
just like
You didn't.
staring at you.
You didn't finish talking.
They're just like staring at you. Like you just run up. They're arming themselves. Nobody's saying anything to you. They're actively like kind of ignoring.
Well, I mean, are they all in their yard? What's going on?
They're like in their house, like getting muskets.
Oh, so what? Their
getting,
door's open and I'm just running in their house?
Yeah, well, you're running up to their house. It's like a small farm, right? Like you can see them outside. It's not big enough for all of them to be like up and moving on the inside. So like they kind of live out half outside, half inside.
Well, I'm gonna knock loudly on some open part of the doorway. I don't.
You see you see Marsha comes up, and she says, "What you doing here, abomination?"
Shut up, you bitch. Lord Rutherford and his manservant Rasmussen are in the midst of beating the shit out of your son Jeb. I thought it best that you know to try and stop him.
I need a second. I'm sorry. I will. I just need a second. How they're gonna react to this?
I'll be right
Because-
back. I'm just stepping away for a second.
Yeah. Because part of me says she just shoots you, and then goes after them, or somebody else shoots you and then goes after them. The other part of me says they just go.
Well, roll 50-50, man. If you can't make
Yeah,
a
I
choice,
guess-
let the dice decide.
That's what I want.
High. I go high.
Well, what do you want? Not to be shot or to be shot?
I'm not calling that. You call whatever you want, and I'm calling high.
All right. High is not get shot. How about that? Okay. So they shoot you. Let's see if she's gonna flip the fail. 41, probably. Yeah. That's a hit.
Can you dodge a bullet?
Yes, you can.
I can't dodge bullets. I'm too fat. Too much to shoot.
Would you like to re-roll that?
Sure. Apparently I'm acting against the party right now, so why not use up the fortune pool? I mean, this is weird. This is a weird situation.
I love this.
Crit dodge.
Yeah. What the heck happens on a crit dodge? Who knows? We'll look that up later.
The
Or right
bullet
now, if you
travels into orbit to come back
I
later at
think
a
they-
appointed date and time of my choosing.
It hits Anton.
Oh no.
No, you're not close enough.
Anton's technically on my side, in which case, technically he's not, though. I have no idea what the situation is with Anton.
Yeah. Marsha just like pulls out this old rusty ass pistol. Kind of looks like yours actually, and like just points it at you haphazardly and shoots. And she says, "Go get him, boys!" And you like definitely dodge out of the way. And like as she looks at you and says, "I suggest you go back to where you came from." And goes marching towards the town.
I'm going to step in her way. Because, I mean, I'm assuming all the half-wits are running off to save Jeb. Since you already described them running ahead of me and she stopped to make a foul word. I'm going to step in her way because I'm huge and she's old.
Yeah.
And I'm also massively tall. And she's a human, which means that she doesn't have the height range that I've got. I'm going to tower down over her. I'm going to look her straight in the eyes. Look at me, you evil old witch. I came here to save your goddamn son, so you're going to pay me some goddamn respect before I put you into the ground with the next lynch mob that comes goddamn through this town!
She looks at you and says, "See you in hell." And you keep going.
You get there first.
Yeah, do you punch her down? Do you follow through on the threat?
No, that was a long-term threat. That was a I will kill you with the next mob that comes into town if you don't goddamn pay me some respect.
Yeah. Also, it's snowing, and it's like I don't know what the actual real world time analog year is. Probably October. I feel like that's usually when harvest.
Man, let's be real though. I know what's going on with Jeb. I'm not surprised there.
Yep.
I kind of get the sense that Alexandra is like the Zweihänder Rodney Dangerfield. You know, get no respect.
Kind of. Okay.
I mean, it's funny. I just got nothing to say to it.
Yeah. It's funny. Also, let's see.
Well, I mean, you say it, and I'm just thinking all Back to School and all of his other movies. The one where he plays a dog. Rodney, was it Rover Dangerfield?
But the difference is Alexandra actually deserves respect. He's trying his damnedest.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Zweihänder world is filled with racist and terrible people. So it doesn't matter.
I'm well aware.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just dancing around it this whole time, but god damn it, I'm trying to save your son, you old hag.
Now, Jesus, because there's a situation here that I don't know how to deal with, and I'm just gonna fucking wing it. Screw it. That's what
Mob
I'm doing all
rules?
night.
You can do it.
So you guys are like sitting here in the snow, right? And it's snowing pretty heavy here, and Jeb's body is gone. There's blood everywhere, but no body and no throwing knives.
Thank you for clarifying that.
So like,
What are the three of you?
so it's the snow where Jeb was. Can I like put my fingers through it? Like, is it like his body's like gone? Nothing's there.
Yeah, you put your fingers through it and it comes back bloody, but nothing.
What just happened?
Well, first things first. Well, what's the Anton ran away.
Yep.
Okay. I would strongly suggest that we make our way to find Alexandra.
I agree. We should leave this place. It is. There's something wrong with it.
Well, I think that much goes without saying, but we, as necessary as these actions were, I suspect we've just kicked a hornet's nest, and we can't leave Alexandra to deal with this alone.
Genevieve stands up and she looks at you and she says, I need to tell you more, but yeah, we should meet up with Alexandre and try to figure out what just happened.
At this time, you see oh god, I need a random hillbilly.
Joe Bob.
Cletus.
Joe Bob. You see Joe Bob Ziegenheld at the front of the Ziegenheld mob, right? At the moment, because Jeb's not there, obviously. And Marsha is like marching behind. And he sees you, goes, "Where's Jeb?"
He ran off into the forest.
What? Ain't no blood in the snow. Blood there, but no Jeb. Where is he?
I don't know.
He's somewhere in the forest. Where?
How big
Guile
is the mob?
check. The mob is the entire like Ziegenheld core clan, so probably like 15-ish people.
Can I ask a question out of character?
Yes, of course, always.
What do you guys think our chances are if we decide to kill all 15?
0.
I'll be very interested to meet your new characters, though.
Yeah, we would all die for sure. Like, and I don't think Genevieve wants to even attack them. Like, it's like,
Yeah,
there's no point.
make a normal guile roll, Rutherford.
Heck of a time for Assassin's Creed Part 2, though.
Oh, that's right. You get no skill bonus modifiers. Doesn't that suck? They go, "No, I'm not buying it. But where the hell is he?" And he looks at you three. Right. Marsha comes up and she goes, "Where's my boy?"
he used his damned magic to escape. Is that what you want to hear?
You shut your mouth. Who even knows what you are? Some kind of I don't even know. And she like looks at you trying to figure something out racist to say to you, Rutherford, but can't quite get anything.
So Genevieve looks at Marsha and she says, Did you know? Did you know that he was a warlock?
He said, you shut your mouth, girl.
Did you know? Did you endanger your own son just to hold up this image? Just because you want to see yourself as some God-fearing woman, did you endanger your own son and not tell me the truth about him? I could have protected him, but you decided to hold secrets. This is your fault as much as it's everyone in your family's fault.
Roll intimidate. Make it normal.
Okay.
Actually,
Good call.
make it easy.
Okay.
Easy.
Ooh, even better call.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a good reason for that.
Okay. Go ahead. Oh my god. Can I use a fate point? Can I use a fate point to reroll?
No, you cannot on a critical failure.
Damn it.
And if there's a chance for Genevieve to crit fail, she will take it.
I know. I was.
Does she pass out?
That was such a good speech.
Does she pass out though?
Do I pass out?
I don't know. It's not always because it's not always like you take mental peril. Especially like a regular skill test, it can be like something terrible happens, right? Too.
Maybe.
I mean, to be fair, in this situation, what is the most terrible outcome? Here.
Yeah.
Oh, to be fair, she did just shoot me for being there, so who knows?
Maybe she should shoot me.
I mean, she does regard you and me in the same light. I do have to stand up
Yeah.
for you all the time.
Yeah, she smacks you with this old pistol, I think.
Okay.
And then attempts to knock you out. Ignoring what's going to happen next.
Okay.
So she's looking for a 55, or 55.
Yeah, she did.
She succeeds. Would you like to parry?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead. Make a martial melee roll. I mean, like you don't necessarily have to like cut her hand off with your sword, but you know you can
No.
draw your sword and
It's standard, right?
yeah, always.
Oh my god, that pissed her off so much. 36.
So yeah, you catch her mean fucking cudgel, right? It's like got dry blood on because she's always fucking whipping people with it.
I talked to her still, or
You could,
okay.
except for a musket shot goes off into the air, and everyone sort of like everybody turns their heads, and they can see the entire Hutfeld clan has arrived onto the scene. And they have all their guns and are looking pretty mean. And
What time is it?
In the middle of the
it's
night, I
like
think.
it's like probably 1 a.m. right?
I was gonna say you should have said it was witching hour. It was perfect.
Witching hour. No, it's past that. It's past witching hour now, right? Boom. It's 1 hour post. God, so they fire their shots in the air. Everyone looks at them and there's like attention and the snow is falling. Alexandre, did you run after them at some like pace?
Oh, jeez. How far away does the graph live again?
What was that?
I said, how far away does the graph live again? How many days travel?
Scarnsburg.
Is his
travel?
Is his castle thing and
Well, he has a manor in Scarnsburg.
is that where he
because
currently
that's
is though?
Yeah, most nobility has moved to cities, right? They don't stay out.
Right. I thought he had a.
That's something that the knights did.
Right. I thought he had a manor somewhere between villages.
Oh yeah, he just doesn't live there.
Right. Okay. Well. Because, again, like I said, it was my assumption that Elja was going to get her kin, and I've sent out these guys, and I assume the thing that's going to happen now is that the town is going to lose 75% of its population, and I don't know where to go from there, because it's really going to look like a failure on my resume.
We could just hide and let it take its course.
I'm not there.
Well, you didn't follow.
No, that's what I'm saying. Well, I don't think I would have. I think I'd still be somewhere around the Zweihänder place. Who was the guy earlier who had mental problems?
His name Eb, yeah.
Yeah, did he come?
Oh, obviously. They were just like, here, hit some people with this. And
Oh,
Ed was like,
I'm sad.
okay.
I would have loved to have a sit down with Ed.
Yeah. poor Ed. Okay.
Yeah, I
That's
didn't.
fine.
Yeah, I didn't follow. I'm somewhere off in the background events. I'll tell you if I have a plan.
Okay. Mrs. Zeigenheld. Desist. Take your family, return to your homes. Otherwise, now that the Hutfields are here, everyone in the village will know of your son's corruption and will assume that the entirety of your family has followed suit. It won't be long before we ask Father Seneca to call in a real witch hunter, and we'll leave them to interrogate you and the rest of your family, unless you turn around and walk away now.
You can try and intimidate.
Here we go. Just standard or hard or
Easy.
okay. I'm unskilled, so here goes nothing. Okay, I think she kills me.
Why are we rolling crit fails when protecting this woman when we try to like ruin her?
You guys should just let Rutherford do everything. At least you can't crit fail. I think there's
So
only,
she
like-
remains utterly unimpressed.
Seriously, God, this
No.
woman.
This gets worse. No, this gets worse. This gets worse than that.
Turns out
There's
they're
a point,
all
like-
warlocks.
No, because like the tension level has in general just increased. And
It's
now
time.
I think, oh my God, Eb, some idiot gave Eb a gun, and he shoots a Hutfeld in the foot, and thus begins the Battle of Bogenhofen.
Oh my god.
And I'm gonna need at least a week to prep this. Like, this is gonna get too much on the fly.
That's awesome.
So we're gonna end right there as Eb shoots someone in the foot.
Congratulations, guys! You're in the middle of it.
Yes.
I do hope to see new great characters from all of you.
You know, that's more than a likely possibility given how
Yeah.
hurt I am.
That's what I'm saying. I'll be sitting outside of all of this at the residence of somebody else while I get to hear everybody but the Basques and a couple of other random households not die.
You know, I can see like 2 weeks from now, Alexandre is in front of the graph and he's like, I've taken care of all the problems in the village. The family feud is done. A couple of scoundrels who came into town are gone. Everything is nice and...
I do have here a couple of more work orders for new workers for the town, though. We're gonna need to lift that ban on new drinks in the town, so trade can happen. No, no, don't you worry. If something bad happens, sorry, go ahead.
And sorry, corruption gained. I wasn't handing it out during the session, but I should have been. Um, Genevieve, I think you're okay. Rasmussen, get 3 corruption for starting a civil war.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I think gunning down Jeb was called for. I don't necessarily know if that was a corruptible offense.
Is
I really
revenge called for? Is revenge really ever called for?
I actually, here's the thing. If you want, I'll give you my reasoning.
Well, and it's not just that. He also just accused Genevieve of being a witch. Right?
And there you go. That's the crux of the matter. As soon as he said that, I knew things were going to go sideways, so I got there first.
Well, I mean, the first shot you pulled on him, you already explained everything. Because you were a monologuing villain at that point. You're like, I'll get you for my leg.
You were totally able to do that. So I think Rasmussen you get 3. Rutherford, you should just always be getting corruption. Just always. just take 4 for being you. Alexandre, would you consider Rasmussen a friend in any way, shape, or form?
I considered him an ally. I made him a deputy on that response. I mean, I don't trust him,
Do you think?
but I considered him.
Think he had a little bit of, because you kind of betrayed them. So I think you kind of betrayed your friends a little bit, right?
My argument there is that I betrayed them for my charges. My charges come first, and that being the citizens of Bogenhofen,
Yeah.
of which these guys are not native inhabitants. They don't actually live here to do anything, and they're now assaulting.
That's kind of why I'm torn about it. But you did throw Genevieve under the bus, and she is a lifetime friend who you've been watching out for.
Yeah, to be fair though, when I told the Ziegenheits who was attacking Jeb, I said Lord Rutherford and his manservant Rasmussen. Never mentioned Genevieve at once.
But somewhere in your mind, even though it may not have been forward in your mind, knowing she was around them would probably get caught up in it.
Yeah, but she's the Dragoon. The assumption there would be that she's protecting the peace.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's not.
Yeah, I think
she's just standing by a bunch of blood.
I think you get just.
She's kind of implicated.
Yeah, well, this is going to be a whole mess because there's no actual body of Jeb. There's no proof, right, that he's dead.
Well, yeah, no, that was my first thought. That when you're like, okay, we're gonna go back to Alexandria, but first the body disappears, and I'm like, well, shit.
Yeah.
In my defense, though, I also did threaten Rasmussen with an empty gun.
Yeah, that was
you
awesome.
Did do that.
Sorry, I ruined that for you.
That was amazing.
Nobody gets corruption. You all gain order ranks.
Ooh.
I feel like we found at least 1 or 2 clues tonight.
No, I feel like we got more clues. Have no lead to anything.
I think you only really got 1 clue, maybe 2. I'll ask. I'll see what you come up with in your summary, Fluff, and I'll kind of make a decision on that. So for right now,
2 clues in my head that.
I think that's fair. I think you guys got 2 mechanical clues out of tonight. So
and I don't know what clues you're thinking of, so you'll find out.
I'm sure. I'm gonna write them, and I might just steal what you write because I can. Also, I have to spend the next week thinking how I'm gonna do this fight, and see if anyone else has run sort of a mass battle in Zweihänder, and see how kind of what they've done, so I can try and figure it out.
Sure, let's see who survives.
Sorry, so each clue is worth how much?
10 experience. So you got 20 experience from clues, 100 for showing up today. And let me ask about your alignments. Genevieve, do you think you displayed diplomacy or hypocrisy today?
I feel like both, because she's kind of torn between keeping the peace within the village, not attacking Jeb, but at the same time feeling betrayed by Jeb and going with Rasmussen, who was trying to literally protect her. So that's kind of that hypocrisy of that. It's she's kind of pushing back the needs of the village and instead helping a friend, one person who doesn't even belong to the village. Yeah, it's tough. So I think it kind of happened.
All right, I'll accept it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds spot on.
Rasmussen, heroism or martyrdom?
You know what? I actually, for the first time in this game, I think he may very well have displayed just a touch of both. He was legitimately like he considered Jeb a real and honest threat, and wanted to protect both the village and Genevieve, and was willing to die to do it.
Okay, yeah, I accept it. Take an extra 25 experience. Alexandre, romanticism or lechery?
I mean, it's going to be really hard to play lechery at any point because I'm not that kind of person, and I can't bring that out in Alexandre. Romanticism, I can't see it. There's nothing I've done. Even those lead-ups where we're just playing cat and mouse with Rutherford and Ilja.
Close. Okay, let's see, who's next? Alexandre, so that's just Rutherford. Did you display pride or arrogance?
Maybe when I was taunting Elja when we were sitting in the hut. I don't know.
Well, I think you did when you were deliberately countermand Alexandre's orders to Rasmussen.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, take the 25. Anyone close to their second professions yet? I don't think so. I think still be.
No, I'm like 900 away. I calculated.
Yeah, we're quite a ways away.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah,
kind
Yeah.
of what I thought.
Still
You have
have
to take all the
some-
bonus advances and talents too, right?
Yes, yeah.
Sorry, I'm 1100 away, not 900 away.
Oh, that feels like a lot. You shouldn't be 1100 away.
Yeah, well, I
I'm,
guess I got to buy everything. Plus, you got to pay 200 to get into your next one.
Yeah.
Oh, right, plus 200, so you're 9 advances away. That makes
Yeah,
more
and
sense.
especially if you like spend stuff on bonuses, you're gonna still
Yeah, because I also spent 200 on a unique advancement. Remember last or 2 sessions ago, which kind of pushes me 2 away because regular advancements are 100.
Yes, I remember that. We talked about that. Yeah. Okay. Wow. What a great session, guys. I enjoyed it. Even though I didn't.
Oh, that was a great session.
I really had no idea what was going to happen today, so that was.
So,
really
how many
interesting.
Zeigenheids are there out there?
It's like they're pretty even match. I'd say it's like 15 and 15, right?
Right.
That they're like the core families are there, right?
No, I understand
Not
that. I'm just
everyone is
wondering.
gonna suck.
There's 3 PCs and 30 guys that are out to kill one another.
I don't know how. I don't think Genevieve will kill any of them. Like, it's impossible. And in her state, she's not gonna be able to do anything.
I think it's going to be more like they escape from the battle, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm the way I'm picturing it so far is the Hutfelds are going to mostly be interested in killing Ziegenhelds, and Ziegenhelds, even though they hate you, they don't like see a Jeb dead.
Mm-hmm.
There's just blood, and Rasmussen is bleeding, so they're like confused. So I think they're just going to try and kill Hutfelds, and that's just like basically how it's going to go.
Well, I don't know if this matters for your preparations, but as far as Rasmussen is concerned, if he is forced to take sides, he's absolutely going to side with the Hutfelds. But ideally, he and his companions are going to get the hell out of it.
So the side with the person who's trying to kill your boss.
The
Oh.
Hutfelds?
Yeah, Ilja Hutfeld is the one who had a gun to your boss this whole time.
Oh, no, that was just a minor misunderstanding.
Sure. That's not going to come into play later when they're the only family in town.
It was a long story. Don't worry about it. It definitely won't come back to bite us in
I mean,
the ass.
To be fair, I obviously wasn't worried about it.
I just
The,
know
the
that
whole
my
thing
relation.
was not born out of honest to goodness hatred. It's simply born out of good old fashioned wholesome greed. We can work with greed. That greed is not a problem.
Well, here's my problem: is that the only member of the Zweihänder family I liked, you guys just killed. I love
He
Jeb.
was
Jeb
a
was my
monster.
he was my favorite.
He was
Jeb was
I
your
tricking
favorite.
you.
he
Yeah.
was Genevieve's favorite, so. I don't
Yeah,
know.
and you didn't act to protect him either.
Well, I didn't kill him either. I was hoping he'd stop and move away, but he didn't. Idiot.
I mean, you performed a move on him that I can't even remember what the name is for.
Jeb was a son of a bitch, and I'm glad he's dead, or at least
Well, of course, he took your leg.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go. My illness is starting to catch up with me. I need to go rest for a little bit. That was fun.
by all means rest up. And no kidding, dude. Like if by next week you're not feeling it, just let us know. It's not a
Well, I don't think it's so. I think it's mostly allergies and stress is what I'm feeling at the moment. So I'll probably be fine by next. So
fair enough. Well, this was a great session. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.